Hello everybody, my name is Turdmonkey1497 and welcome to my first review, which is going to be of Rayman Legends. If you do not know me or are new to my channel, I do a lot of Let's Plays and a few gameplay commentaries here and there, and simple things like top 10s and reviews. Now this is my first one, so I'm going to try to give as much credit to the game as I possibly can, and let me explain a little bit of the point system that I'm going to be doing for this game too. It's going to be based on an out of 5 system, and in each category it's story, and then you got the graphics, which can mean anything from the art design to maybe even looking actually good, what quality it is, to bugs if there are any, and gameplay and the replay value, which is one of the most important parts for me. So if you don't understand, just go ahead and leave a comment, or I'll probably put something in the description to explain a little further. But just remember, I'm going to try to give credit where credit is due. So without further ado, let's get right into the story, shall we? Although I have not played the previous Rayman titles except for the Rayman Arena for the PlayStation 2, I have some knowledge on his whereabouts and origins. But that is not for here. No, we are looking at the multi-platform game Rayman Legends. So, here we go. The game opens up with a cutscene explaining the events that have transpired since Rayman Origins. Bubble Dreamer explains to Murphy that Rayman and his friends have been asleep for 100 years. During that time, the nightmares have multiplied and spread, including the magician who has turned into 5 dark teensies. Yes, this is pretty much the main antagonist of the game, so get used to it. But it turns out he's a villain because the Dark Teensies go and capture many teensies that inhabit the realms, or for shorter tense, the paintings. Which include Teensies in Trouble, Toad Story, Fiesta de los Muertos, which is my personal favorite, 20,000 Lumps Under the Sea, cliche Waterworld sorta, and Olympus Maximus. After collecting 400 Teensies, a new world opens up called Living Dead Party, which is a music level named Granny's World Tour. Music levels are sweet, kiddies. Stay in school. Now that is a basic sum up of the story. Although it doesn't explain the other games, it does work well here. Not to mention it's portrayed slightly through the game itself in a more humorous way, so I'll give it a point on my list. Oh yeah, not to mention there are 10 princesses to save too. Yeah, talk about princesses. Well, at least they're not in another castle, I'll give them that. My god, if there was one thing that went into this game, it is a visual eye candy. No doubt about it, the designs and art in this game gives you the reason to look at the backgrounds. I mean, even though the game isn't 2D, the levels really do still feel alive. They move and make an obstacle all on their own, most of the time. And if that's not enough to make you happy on the inside, then the magnificent soundtrack definitely will blow you away. Composed by, and I might butcher this, Christopher Hero and Billy Martin, who composed the music for Rayman Origins. Let's give them a thumbs up of appreciation, guys. Now in terms of graphics, this game looks beautiful and high quality. So good it's got ports to the PS4 and Xbox One. Not to mention the game was originally, see what I did there? Released for the Wii U as an exclusive, but due to poor sales of the console at the time, has been ported over many other consoles as well. So, all in all, I think it is fair to give the graphical side of the game a point on my list. Okay, I'm going to make this short and simple to the point. I honestly have run into maybe 2 or so problems with the game, but more than likely it was my mistake. I have to admit, I haven't really caught any issues with the game, especially since it is a fast-paced love child of Mario and the Sonic games. Yes, I went there. I said it. The game has the nice backgrounds and some playstyle of Mario and the speed of most Sonic games. It's hard to keep running at times, but it sure feels good. Hey, maybe Ubisoft can pick up on Sega's greatest marketing tool of all time. Blast processing. Sorry, I know. It's not fun anymore, I know. Anyway, back on topic here, I have found a little to almost no issues with this game. But I'm sure there are some, but not enough to kill the game for me, at least. I mean, I haven't really noticed any glitches so far, so it's all well and good, I guess. But I'll go ahead and give that another point. Okay, this is going to be a big one. Like I said before, the gameplay is like your basic platforming kings. It's fast and deadly all at the same time. The game will try anything to make you angry the first time by throwing enemies at you and sometimes downright brutal obstacles in your face. But don't be frightened because you will be forced to learn quickly. Yeah, that's actually kind of scary coming to think about that. Although this game seems scary to more casual gamers, it is definitely no horror story though. But for hardcore gamers like myself, the collectible rate is through the roof. Allow me to explain this one. There are 5 main painting worlds containing a lot of painting levels inside. The amount depends on the world, of course. In most or close to all levels there are teensies and lumps to collect and find. The teensies usually contain about close to 10 or so, usually containing a queen and a king teensie, and usually peasant teensies within it. collect all the teensies, and unlock another level or a world. Then, to get yourself a gold trophy, you need to collect all the lungs, which are no easy miss half the time. These help you unlock other crazy stuff, but mainly heroes, which are main skins for Rayman and what have you. If you collect a certain sequence of lumps starting with the purple one, each one will contain at least 2. Purple ones are worth 2, obviously. But trust me if you miss some, because it's all well and okay, because the game is pretty lenient against the amount you need. Not to mention, once you have collected the teens, you do not need them again unless you are going for the gold trophies in the levels. Then there are the invasion levels, which must be completed in under 40 seconds to obtain 3 more teensies. Then you have to go rescue a princess, which after completing this, she becomes a playable skin with no real gameplay changes at all. Then on top of that, you have to fight the boss, and then you gotta stop the dark teensy. Then after that, you have to play through a kick-ass music level to go through and accomplish. Whew, that's a mouthful. I probably should have put some periods in there when I was scripting this. But, that aside, that is just the gist of what is accomplishable in this game. Also, there are online leaderboards and such, but no need for them anyway. And there are creatures you earn by scratch tickets along with the good old Back to Origins levels, which are pretty much fun to run through. My god, is there a lot of stuff here. Well, you know what it gets. A point for sure. For replay value, not much is to be said here, because it is what it is. A basic collectathon 2D platform that really beats the hell out of the competition. Now, I have not beaten the game myself, but I can definitely see myself going back through it again, just to play the levels and enjoy, or see how many teensies and lumps I can get, or whatever there is left to do. To me, replay value is essential for a basic game style like these, and not so much a story. I like games with a good story, but I like games that don't talk the whole damn way through and let the player immerse themselves in the world they are in. But it is, in my opinion, and with that being said, I give a point for replay value, so good job on that one. Yeah, this has been a long one, especially the script. But all is done here, I suppose. Rayman Legends is a great sequel to Rayman Origins, but I hope that Rayman will get to live on in all generations. My total score for the game is a 5 out of 5 must-own for platform gamers. Now, all because my score is the highest possible does not mean it is the best or is a perfect game by no means. It's just what all the points that I have together totaled. And Rayman deserves my must-needed approval. Although I might not go and play the classics, or maybe I'll try them out sometime. I'll still be caught playing this game all the time for sure. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time in the next review. If there ever will be one. Maybe. We'll see. Have a nice day.